This is what Selena Gomez says about Justin Bieber in her new documentary. Fans will be dying to know whether Selena mentions her famous ex-boyfriend Justin Bieber in the film. Welcome viewers to my channel. Please subscribe, like my video and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. While she doesn't mention him by name, the former Disney star does talk about their breakup. Selena and Justin dated on and off for 8 years, before they officially called it stops in 2018. That July, Justin proposed to the model during an excursion to the Bahamas, and they secretly tied the knot in September 2018. 1 year later, the couple exchanged vows for the second time at a ritzy ceremony in South Carolina. In the documentary, Selena discusses writing her 2019 single, Lose You to Love Me, which she penned about her split from Justin. It's about more than simply a lost love, the 30-year-old explains. It's me learning to choose myself, to choose life. Yet in addition hoping that people can find grace and peace in that too. The song is about knowing that you completely lost every piece of who you are, just to rediscover yourself again. After years of being asked about her relationship with Justin because everything was so public, Selena admits, I felt haunted by a past relationship that no one wanted to let go of. However, at that point I just moved past it. I wasn't apprehensive anymore, she continues. I feel like I needed to go through the worst possible heartbreak ever and then forgetting everything at the drop of a hand. It was really confusing. Yet, I simply think that needed to happen, and ultimately, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. The documentary was released only days after Selena and Hailey broke the internet by posing for a photo together, quashing rumors of a feud between them. The photo op took place shortly after Hailey addressed claims she stole Justin from Selena during her appearance on the Call Her Daddy podcast in September. Setting the record straight, the model told host Alex Cooper, when him and I started hooking up, or anything of that sort, he was not in any relationship. It's not my character to mess with someone's relationship, I would simply never do that. I was raised better than that. I think there are situations where you can still have to and fro with someone, yet even that was not the situation, Hailey continued. I can say point blank, that I was never with him when he was in a relationship with anybody. That is the end of it. I had been involved with Justin since I was 18. The timeline that I think is in question of us getting together and getting engaged, and him having been spending time with his ex before that. This is so insane. I've literally never talked about this ever. I understand how it looks from the outside, and there's a lot of perception there, yet that was a situation where I know for a reality that it was the correct thing for Justin and Selena to close that door. They were not in a relationship at that time, obviously. There's a very long history there. It's not my relationship and it has nothing to do with me, so I respect that a lot. However, I know that it closed a chapter and I think it was the best thing for him to move on and be engaged and get married and move on with his life and like that. The model went on to say, it's difficult for me to talk about this because I don't want to talk on either one of their behalf because it was their relationship and I honestly respect that very deeply, yet I simply know what was happening when we got back together. And I know what needed to happen for that to come back together in a healthy manner. I think it was the most healthy, mature decision that he could have made. As a woman, I never would want to get into a relationship with someone, and be engaged and married to them, and think in the rear of my mind, I wonder in the event that that was really closed for you. I know for a reality that the reason we were able to get back together was because it was very much closed with Justin and Selena, and that was respectful to me. Opening up about the hate she's received since going public with her relationship with Justin, Hailey said, a lot of the hate comes from like, oh you stole him, and I guess that comes from the way that they wished he ended up with someone else. And that is fine, you can wish that all you want, yet that is simply not the case. There's a certain numbness that you get from the hate. It still happens to this day. If I somehow managed to go live at this moment, it would still be happening. You reach a point where you have to ignore it. For years, Selena Gomez felt haunted by her on-again off-again relationship with Justin Bieber, enduring relentless questions from paparazzi and a never-ending narrative about her Hollywood romance the world couldn't let go of, even long after they broke up. I felt haunted by a past relationship that no one wanted to let go of, she says in the documentary. However, at that point I just moved past it. I wasn't apprehensive anymore. In 2019, a year after Gomez's final breakup with Bieber and following her own mental breakdown in 2016 following years spent in and out of rehab centers, the singer is seen giving a speech at the 2019 McLean Grant dinner where she received the honor for mental health, noting that her previous struggles helped her heal. She wrote her graph-topping ballad, Lose You to Love Me, in only 45 minutes. Everything was so public, Gomez, who never acknowledges Bieber by name, reveals in her forthcoming documentary.